The Tampa Bay Rays are known for developing great prospects. They're very good at player development, and they're very good at finding very good prospects. Well, guess what, guys? They found another one, and his name is Taj Bradley. Taj Bradley is the Rays' number one prospect, pitching prospect. And this year, between AA and AAA, well, just one start in AAA as he just got called up to AAA, he has a 159 ERA, and he's getting closer and closer to the big leagues. Make every AL East fan like myself a little bit scared. But he looks like he has a very bright future. So we're going to cover him right here on our weekly prospect pipeline. And today's a double prospect pipeline. So we're going to have fun with it. This is the Taj Bradley prospect pipeline. So let's get straight into it. So let's just start out like this. Taj Bradley, scouting grades on the 2080 scouting scale from MLB Pipeline is 60 on the fastball, 45 on the curveball, 60 on the slider, and 50 on the changeup, and then also 55 on the control. Very, very solid. You get a starter. You have four pitches. Two of them are already above average. One's already average, and one's just a little bit below average already. And then you can still continue to develop them. That's obviously very strong. Bradley was a fifth round pick in 2018. And this is what I say about the Rays all the time. If I could take anything from one MLB team, it's the ability to get guys that other teams pass on and develop them. It's player development, and also sometimes being able to find diamonds in the rough. But it's a little bit of both. Maybe it's two things, not one. But the Rays are excellent at it. They're excellent at, and I used a Shane McClanahan example before, not in a YouTube video, but I'll explain it now. Is how many teams passed on McClanahan in the draft? He was like fell to like 20 something. Obviously, maybe the Rays had a deal with him, but that doesn't mean another team still couldn't have taken him and gave him more money. And now McClanahan in his second year in the big leagues, I think will win the Cy Young. Like that just tells you what you need to know right then and there. Like how many teams passed on him, and now he's second season in the big league, gonna win the Cy Young. Like the Rays player development is it's special. This is a reason why everyone hires someone from the Rays. There is a reason. That's why the Dodgers got Freeman. That's why my Red Sox got Chaim Bloom. There's a reason everyone hires people from the Rays. You look at Taj Bradley, 2018, 10 starts in rookie ball, a 5.09 ERA, not great. Then a 3.18 ERA in rookie ball in 2019, and 12 games, 11 of them starts. That's better. Okay, that's better. And then obviously missed the 2020 season due to the pandemic. And then in 2021, he comes out in 23 games, 22 starts between low A and high A. He goes, or just A ball and high A, however you want to call it. I say low A, high A to differentiate. A 183 ERA in 2021, and this guy looks like he's going to be something. And then this year, he's topping it by and 17 starts actually I'll just give you the double A numbers. 16 starts, a 170 ERA, and he walked 18 people, just 18 people in 74 and a third innings. Yeah, he also has 88 strikeouts, a 0.91 WHIP. I mean, like, come on. And then, also in his AAA debut, what does he do? Oh, just gonna go and throw 5 shutout innings with only giving up 3 hits and 8 strikeouts. Doesn't walk anyone. How about that for a AAA debut? Like, geez, I'll take that. I think anyone would take that for a AAA debut. And he's still only 21 years old. Even though he's been in the system since 2018, he's only 21 because he was drafted as an 18-year-old. Yeah, I'm pretty sure 18 years old. I think that's how the math works. Maybe my math is a little wrong. But yeah. The Rays took him out of Redden High School, which is known for Dominic Brown, Brandon Phillips, and Wally Joyner. And he signed for $747,500, so almost double the slot value. So the Rays knew that they were gonna have to pay over slot to get him, but they got him. But the thing is, it looked like he really kind of broke out during the fall instructs in 2020. That's what it seems like. And obviously 2020 was, pandemic season, no minor league season, so guys can get no game time. But I mean, he really showed in 2021 that, yeah, look, I've gotten heck of a lot better, and he's still only getting better now. And he's pretty athletic on the mound. That's the big thing. Um, his fastball slider combo looks very good. Changeup, um, it's showing good promise as his third pitch. He still has that curveball as well. It's more of a 12-6 curve, which is definitely borderline third, fourth for him. Similar to changeup, borderline third, fourth. Kind of depends on the day. But the big thing there is that fastball slider combo, and it seems like he's now kind of regularly throwing strikes, which he's like, I don't know how I want to word this, but he's regularly throwing strikes with a better delivery because his delivery is more consistent because he's always had a very athletic delivery, but he's made it more efficient and I guess more repeatable, which also made his velocity jump up a little bit. So now he's kind of throwing sitting around mid-90s, can reach higher than that. He's got an upper 80s slider. He still has that 12-6 curve and changeup, obviously. So yeah, his future's so bright. This is one of these things where it's like I could just read off stats on him. It's like it's hard to explain because it's like for me it's just like, dude, the Rays just pull out guys. They're just like literally guys just go through their system and here's a good prospect. Here's a good prospect. Here's a good prospect. Here's a good prospect. It's like, jeez Louise. It's like, calm down. It's like you're just making good prospects on the top of good like it's so ridiculous. They do it in so many different ways. They go out and get Wander Franco, and sign him for what was like $5 million for international free agent, amateur free agent. And pretty much guy was almost a top prospect the whole way through the minors. But they get a guy here like Taj Bradley. They develop him. Obviously, Taj Bradley has to do some of the work himself, obviously. I'm not saying Taj Bradley did nothing in this process. Obviously, he did because, he's the one who effectively made the changes that needed to be made. But the team obviously still does play a big part in it. And yeah, it's the Rays player development is like I'll say it again and again. It's amazing. And the thing is, I made this on Twitter yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before? I said on Twitter and I'm looking at the Rays and I said, if their rotation stays healthy, they're going to be a force to be reckoned with in 2023. Right now, the rotation in 2023 is looking like McClanahan, Glasnow, Baz, Rasmussen, and then, you have Patino, you have Chirinos if he can ever get healthy again. I hope he does. Then you have Jeffrey Springs, who's been good this year. There's probably a couple other guys that left off. And then obviously Taj Bradley could be added to the mix as well. Like their depth is so amazing. For me as a Red Sox fan, I see Red Sox fans. We don't want to be Tampa North. No, you kind of do, because you see what the Dodgers are doing. They literally look at the depth they have. There's a reason they got Andrew Friedman from the Rays. Yeah, look at their depth. Look at the Rays' depth. The Rays have as many injuries as the Red Sox do right now, if not more, and they're not having any problems. They can still play and win. But the Red Sox, they're running out of guys. They're legitimately running out of guys. The Rays never run out of guys. So that's the thing. Like, you don't want to be Tampa North. I do. I want to be Tampa North and then add the Red Sox budget on top of it. I think that's, especially me living in Florida, it's a little bit different for me because I kind of see it kind of up close. But yeah, the Rays player development and Taj Bradley is one of those things where you see it and it's like, geez Louise, this guy's gotten good really quickly. And it's stuff like that. It's like you don't really have your eye on a guy and then boom, he just pops on the scene. It's like, oh, what team he's playing for? The Rays. Yep, figures, makes sense. That's literally the thing that impressed me the most. Taj Bradley's got a very, very bright future. I'm not going super in depth on Taj Bradley, don't get me wrong. I'm not as tuned into all the other MLB teams prospects as I am with the Red Sox, but I'm still pretty good with top prospects. But most of the time, I'm just the relayer of information, and I let you guys take it as You think sometimes they'll say, like, I think this guy's going to be very good, which I truly do think Taj Bradley's going to be very good. I think he's going to be a front of the line guy if he just continues to develop. I legitimately think he can raise rotation of McClanahan, Baz, Taj Bradley for the future. Probably a couple other guys too. But the Rays legitimately have three guys who I legitimately think will be aces. And McClanahan and Baz, and even I think Taj Bradley can be an ace one day. That is ridiculous to have two guys in the big leagues and one in AAA who, like, one of them's kind of already an ace. And then you have Glasnow. I mean, even include Glasnow, who's kind of an ace. I think he's borderline ace. But if you want to include him, that's four guys between the big leagues and AAA who are either going to be an ace now, or an ace in the future, or in McClanahan's case, both. Stellar, stellar, stellar. The Rays just they blow my mind every day. Every time I look at their prospects, or I look at their big league team, or I look at their minor league teams, and look at the depth they have, I go, "Jeez Louise!" I'm like, this is like I would love to have this. The Rays could literally have an A team and a B team in the big leagues and still be competitive with both teams. It's so ridiculous. But yeah, final thoughts on Taj Bradley. Very excited for him. Not excited as a Red Sox fan because I don't know why these Rays guys that they call it the Rays, they call it these guys, and all they do is just play well against the Red Sox. If you remember Wander Franco last season, it was good against He was very good against everyone else. Against the Red Sox, he was like the best player in the world. Taj Bradley, if I have one ask. Just don't destroy the Red Sox. Just play the Red Sox like everyone else, okay? If you're gonna be good against everyone else, be good against the Red Sox. Don't be ridiculous. It's my only ask because it feels like everyone the Rays bring up just destroys the Red Sox. Go destroy the Yankees, like please. Let's do that. Yeah, very bright future for Taj Bradley, and I'm very excited to see where it goes. And the Rays hopefully can move out of the division, so we don't have to pitch. We don't have to see all this Rays pitching. No, I'm joking, obviously. But yeah, but Rays, they know what they're doing with their prospects. They know how to handle them, and he's going to have a very bright future ahead of him. That's going to wrap this one up, though. Make sure to check out all the links in the description. The podcast, Bleacher Brawls podcast, Instagram, website, Twitter, all that stuff, plus all the crew's Twitters. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell while you're there. And, you'll know when you get posted. Make sure to share this with everyone you know. They're missing out on great content. We're putting out a lot of content, and the trade deadline's coming, and we will have videos for every big trade that happens, or medium trade, not the small trades. If it's like a player for like cash, or like a player to be named later for like some random, like a barely MLB guy. We're not going to cover it, but we're going to cover all the other trades that have some sort of impact on contending teams or rebuilding teams. So we're going to try and cover as much as we can on trade deadline day. It's going to be a big day for Bleacher Brawls, so keep an eye out. We'll have Twitter Spaces on that day. We'll have YouTube videos, and we will have a podcast Wednesday going up. And then on the YouTube channel Thursday and Friday, we'll have recaps specifically for the Red Sox and Yankees. Going to be very exciting. We'll wrap it up right there. Thanks for tuning in to Bleacher Brawls. My name is Derek, and I'll see you next time.